welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and throw it right now. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Matthews. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Breaks into the open. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae. Making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback extends the play. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. LSU right back to the line. To the air on first down. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. dropped it deep in his own end.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where did I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Hill. Knocked off his feet. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Anderson. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Throws to the wideout.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there. Down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
And the Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Sharp. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On target over the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Aguilar. He's got the back in the middle. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose in 3rd down. Just what he was thinking on that play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
He needs a 2-minute offense. When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Aguilar. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown LSU. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense.
He's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. That's reeled in, it's Matthews. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Got his man to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it, so the windows are not going to be very...
Looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. To the air, it's Aguilar. The throw, got a man, it's Thomas. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end down the gut. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown ball!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the play.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A little muscle on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. With the catch, it's Durham. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Recently, like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. And the Volunteers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The short hands, it's Thomas. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Motion from the back. Looking to throw again. And